Hi, what's up, guys? Um, Tonight I'm working on this coast to coast, and I've been meaning to make a video on this for a while, but I've gotten a little too far into this and kept forgetting. So here's what it is. I'm not sure what year it is. It's got to be 70s, 60s. Well, coast to coast, total hardware, whatever you want to call it. And I'm turning it in to a 4x6 with this rear end. This came off my pink mower. I don't got that no more. I don't have the red mower either anymore, but I still have the hood and the fenders. And this was the original motor that came off of it over here. I rebuilt it, but never ended up using it because I found this V-twin on Marketplace for 20 bucks. Came out of this mower, and then I had this extra Kohler that came out of the slammed mower that I got rid of. I threw it in here, and I'm just gonna sell that. But yes, I bought that mower for 20 bucks for this motor. I could not get it running, even with starting fluid. This coil's got spark. This coil on this side is not sparking. Well, it is sparking, but super weak, like really weak. And I wonder why. That's why. So I'm gonna get some sandpaper and clean this up. I'll grab the tripod and we'll do this real quick. Oh, and I forgot to say that I've built a lift kit for the front of this mower already. And here's how it's going. So I just basically cut it and welded it. Right now it's just tack welded. And then I extended the steering and then made like a bracket here so it wasn't all flimsy. Got this. And then I've got the steering rod over here, the drag link, and I'm trying to get it bent so it'll wrap around the exhaust and that oil filter, so that way I don't have to worry about it. And you guys, just because I'm bending it, it's not going to make the steering out of whack, because I got a ton of adjustment on this side and that side, and on there I could also take those welds off the steering and shift it a little bit for it to match up and still be straight. So, oh, and then I'm gonna weld something onto the dash for these gauges. They do work. I'll only probably use a battery gauge though, because I don't know how to do any of that. Maybe the temperature gauge, but the oil gauge is out of the picture. I don't need that. I've done some patina to it, but I gotta find my sandpaper, and then we can just sand. Oh wait, it's right there. All right, let's sand this coil down real quick. So basically, just get it like that and rub it down. Actually, you know what? Let's set you up a little bit higher, and then I can do this over here on the bench. Okay, there we go. It's not on the bench, but I'll show you how to do it. So take this out, put this guy in. I could use a Dremel, but I do not feel like getting it out and plugging it in and putting a bit on, so I'm just going to use some rough sandpaper. It'll save me time. And it'll probably get it more clean, because it's rougher sandpaper than what I would have on the Dremel. Just get it until it's shiny. If you guys want to do this at home, just shine it up. It's rusty. And if this doesn't work, clean your ground. And then if that doesn't work, then your coil is shot and you need to buy a new one. I don't know if you could hear that. I should be talking louder. getting there. It's a lot better than it was. Alright, come check this out. I mean, hold up. Let's finish. Hold up, my bad. I got stuff in the way. There we go. In this case, my ground is pretty clean, so I'm not going to worry about that. So now let's just install this back on. So, what I'll do is, I got this business card right here. And I'll throw that between the flywheel and the coil. And I can just throw the nuts and bolts in here, or just the bolts. Put it between the card. Actually, let's dang it. Let's plug it in first, so that way I don't have to struggle on that. Okay, that's on. Now we can put these two on. Dang it. That's gone. What the heck? Where'd that just go? What are the odds? I can't get that out. Actually, you know what? I just need to grab a screwdriver and get it. So, just like that, I got it out with the magnetic screwdriver. Let's not do that again, because you don't want to lose your bolts for your coil. Those are very important. You can't hold it in with one, because it will never get good spark, because it won't be lined up perfect. And let's stick my business card between these two. Slide it forward. Now we can pull that out. Just like that. Now we'll put the spark plug on this. And check it for spark. Alright, you guys will have to tell me if it's got spark or not. Just kidding, I can see it. We're good. Alright, here we go. Still no spark. I guess I could still sand it down some more and see what happens. Maybe, no, I was gonna say maybe it's grounding out somewhere. It can't be, because the other coil is sparking, but this is not. So I'll have to figure something out. I don't know why it wouldn't be sparking. It's all clean. And it's actually not sparking at all. Before it was sparking pretty decent. Alright, hold up. Let me just unplug my ground so it's not grounding out on anything. Anyway. And now let's try it. Wait, you guys don't even see anything. Alright. No spark. Still. Alright, I'm gonna figure this out. I'll be right back. Alright guys, check this out. I got lucky and found another coil. So I'm not gonna mess with this one. And just get that out of here and put something else on. For this one right here, because I know for a fact that that one works because I was using it not too long ago. So, well, I guess I don't want to jinx it. I feel like I already did. I'm really hoping this is gonna work. So we'll just get that out of here. We don't need that. It's useless. Spark plug back in. Actually, no, I'll put it up here. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are seeing. Oh, I can raise you up a little bit. I forgot to check my camera before I started recording. Ow. This side out. Which side out? Because they both say this side out. What? Oh, wait, okay. Here we go. Alright, I need the business card back. I mean, it's basically the same coil, I think. And what's good is that you don't need a special V-twin coil, because it's just a normal single cylinder coil on a V-twin. Because instead of one like the opposed twin, they have two, so you don't need nothing special. So I got plenty of these coils, I think, laying around. I don't know how many I got, but I know I got enough. I got one for the other side too, but I don't need to replace the other side yet. Alright, let's check it now. What? Still nothing. Maybe it's the motor. It's gotta be something to do with the motor. Let's try it again. Should I risk myself and see if it's a spark plug and electrocute myself or what? You know what? No. I know what we can do. Delete the spark plug. Get a screwdriver. Actually, we'll get a bigger one. Just so that way it'll stay in there. Alright, now we're gonna try it. Uh-oh. Dang it. It's a spark plug. I saw a spark jumping across that, but... Alright, now I'm gonna find another stupid spark plug. Alright, I'll be back with you when I find a spark plug. Alright, and here I am 14 seconds later with a brand new spark plug. Well, not brand new, but a new one. That should work. I don't know, we're gonna try it again. Nope. So, it's an issue with the spark plug. Hold up, let me gap this real quick. Maybe that's why. Alright guys, well I could not get this to spark, even with both spark plugs, and I tried cleaning them. They didn't transfer spark, but the coil did. The coil transfers just fine, but Like whenever I put a screwdriver in it and put it to the ground, it sparks. But when I put a spark plug in it, nothing at all. But I think I just need a brand new spark plug. And it's getting late, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll come back in the morning. I'll see you then. Alright guys, I'm back. I said I was gonna be back in the morning, but it's been a whole week now. A week from today is where I left off at. And so I just regapped the spark plug, or the coil, just regapped it, because my business cards were actually the wrong thickness. So I regapped it, and threw the spark plug in, sparks. I have not tried to start it yet, guys. I've only tried to turn it over to see if there was spark without the spark plug in it. So now I'm going to plug that in and spray some starting fluid in it and see if it'll start. So I need to find my tripod, set you guys up, and then I can get it started. So I'll be right back. Well, I found us a friend while I was looking for my tripod. It's almost Halloween. We got ourselves a pet black widow up in the cabinet. Looks like, oh, never mind, that's just a feather. Oh, my bad. It's not the biggest one ever, but I'm hoping my tripod's not up there because I don't want to mess with that. Still looking. See it anywhere? Nope. Just that black widow up there. Alright. Somewhere else then. I'll keep looking. Alright, found it. I walked right past it. So there we go. That should be about good enough. I'm only going to put a little bit in. I don't want it running for too long because I think the throttle's wide open. So, let me come over here. Looks like they had it marked. Yeah, they had it marked for top dead center for some reason. I don't know why. Looks like they couldn't find the problem or why it wasn't sparking either. But now, let's get it going. That should be enough. Alright, here goes. Fired for a sec. Oh, it's hooked up with gas too. I don't want it to suck in gas, so I'm gonna just disconnect the line real quick. Not from there. We'll go from over here. It fired once. It ain't coming off. Alright, let's do it from here then. There we go. Now there's no fuel going to it, so she shouldn't run away. Because there's no ground, so it's definitely going to run away unless I pull the plug. Which I don't really have any pliers around other than those vice grips I just used. Alright, stop leaking. We don't want no fires. Ooh. Looks like the fire that was... I didn't tell you guys. There was a fire that happened on this mower before. And it looks like that hose is burnt. And that part's all melted. So obviously it caught fire before. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. And maybe these guys were just dumb. But here goes. God dang. That thing was squirting fuel everywhere. And there's no fuel hooked up to that. And it ran, I had to pull both spark plug wires and electrocuted myself because I only had the metal pliers that are down there. I dropped them because it hurt. And this thing was spraying gas everywhere. Holy. Well, we're good. At least it runs. I'm shaking now. That was kind of weird how it kept running off of the little amount of starting fluid I just put in that thing. Alright, that's episode 1 of this mower that I've been building. I'll see you in the next one.